Are you tired of writing the same modal code over and over in your Angular 2 project? If so, you're not alone. Today we're going to explore how to make a reusable modal component that will save you time and effort. I completely understand your frustration. Reusability is crucial in programming, and having to duplicate code for modals can be a real headache. You're definitely not the only one facing this issue. Let's dive into the specific question at hand. One user asked, how can I make a reusable modal component in Angular 2 using ng Bootstrap? They mentioned that they need to display information in various places, but the header and footer remain the same while the body changes. Sound familiar? Let's tackle this together. So, what are the options available for creating modals in ng Bootstrap? You can either use a template or a component. However, both approaches have their limitations when it comes to reusability. Let's break this down. Stick around. By the end of this video, you'll have a clear understanding of how to create a reusable modal component that will streamline your Angular 2 projects. To create a reusable modal component in Angular, the user should start by defining a new component called common modal. This component will include the modal structure and use content projection to allow dynamic content. Next, the user should implement the modal in their application. They can use the common modal component by passing the title and the content they want to display inside the modal. To open the modal, the user needs to inject the ngB modal service into their component. They can then call the open method, passing the common modal component as an argument. Finally, the user should ensure that the modal closes correctly. They can do this by using the close button in the modal footer, which will dismiss the modal when clicked. Fun fact, did you know that the concept of modals dates back to the early days of graphical user interfaces? They were designed to grab your attention and focus on a specific task. Now we can make them reusable. Now let's look at the answers provided by other users. One alternative solution is to create a custom reusable modal component along with a modal service in a shared module. This allows the modal to be used across different modules by simply importing the shared module. In the modal component, use ng content to allow dynamic content insertion. The modal service manages the opening and closing of modals by keeping track of active modals. To use the modal in another module, import the shared module and utilize the modal service to open or close the modal by its ID. Here's the takeaway. By using content projection, you can create a modal component that is not only reusable, but also easy to manage. This will save you time and reduce code duplication in your Angular 2 projects. And there you have it. You've learned how to create a reusable modal component in Angular 2 using ng Bootstrap. If you found this video helpful, please subscribe for more tips and tricks. Happy coding!